Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 16th to the 30th, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. Now before I dive into the reading, I want to say that these readings are coming from a place of love, light, and positivity to build us up instead of bringing us down, because there is more than enough out there in this world to have us brought down, to have us scared, to have us feeling small, and to really decrease our energy vibration so that we're not in this place of positivity, health, and prosperity, but in this place of negativity and despair. So with that being said, let's move forward, channeling your angels and your spirit guides to see what messages that they have to bring. So we're going to be starting with your spirit guide animal cards. These are going to be your totem animals, your spirit animals for this time. And if you see these animals in the wild or you see these animals as an image, this is really your angels and your spirit guides tapping you on the shoulder and saying, Leo, remember this message. So let's see what they have to say. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Leo, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Leo, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Leo, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Oh, goodness. Okay. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have this one right here, the beaver spirit, which says lay a solid foundation. And then we have the wolf spirit. Oh, that's totally cool because these are the totem animals. Are they totem animals? No, the wolf spirit is for April and the beaver spirit is for May. So that's really cool. You have the May and the April totem animals coming out. So that is absolutely amazing. I love that. Oh, goodness. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Leo, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Leo, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. All right. So we have the root chakra and family being very important. And then we have the crown chakra and peace. Oh, I love that. So with your family, it can be your family, your biological family, it can be the family that you've created. You are embracing peace. You are moving forward with those who have become like family to you. So a sense of a community is going to be highly important for you, Leo, and a sense of peace. Really asking yourself, will this bring me peace? Will this bring me towards peace? Is this important? Will I remember it 5 years from now? Because that can really set back some fights that might be stirring or some anxiety that might be stirring. It's kind of like, will this matter? Because with this emotional state of fear and overwhelm, an overwhelming sense, by saying, will this matter 5 years from now, you can step back from things that have become, that can become too much of a focus, too much of a, everything's out of control, so I have to kind of focus on this one thing. So that's going to be really helpful. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Leo, April 16th to the 30th. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Leo, April 16th to the 30th. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have the Page of Wands. We have you right at the center. We have the Tower, and that makes perfect sense. We have the High Priestess, the Five of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, that's prosperity that lasts for a generation. So that is amazing that that's at your roots. You have at your heart, you feel like a page, but here you are a king. So that is amazing with the King of Wands. And then we have the Eight of Cups. We have an ending, a walking away from something. The 10 of Cups, that's love, that's joy, that's prosperity that lasts generations. The Two of Cups, oh, that's beautiful. And the Seven of Swords. Okay. I really, really like this. So we're starting off with the beaver spirit, and this says lay a solid foundation. And that's what's going to be so important for you here, Leo. What foundation are you laying? What do you want from your life? How are you moving forward? And this is really going to be a time where you're reevaluating things. So much of our world is being reevaluated. So much of ourselves is being reevaluated. And as you are looking at the foundation for which you are laying, you are embracing the wolf spirit, which says turn knowledge into wisdom. Turn the knowledge that you have collected into wisdom. by embracing it, by making it a part of your life, by saying, I am moving forward with purpose. Everything I do is going to have a purpose. Everything I say is going to have a purpose behind it, a power behind it. You're going to find that that redefines you, that really is moving you forward. Now, the wolf spirit here, wolves are pack animals. They hunt in packs. If you have a wolf that is kind of like a lone wolf, or is, kind of, chased out of a pack, that wolf isn't going to do as well. So right here with this wolf spirit and with family, this is really saying, Leo, you need people on your side. And it's talking to people. It's picking up the phone and actually hearing the cadence, the rise and the fall of their voice. It is Skyping with them. It's FaceTiming. It's, seeing people and being connected with them, even if you're quarantined all by yourself. So it is making sure that you have that connection. It can be going online and, joining a chat group if you need to, and, kind of having that connection through the written word. But I do see here that a connection of voice is going to be very important. And if you don't have that, playing music, uplifting, positive music, so that you have another person's voice there, is going to be very, very, very important for you. And there's also a sense here of meditating, of connecting with the voices of your angels and of your spirit guides to divinely be moved forward. That is going to be another way that you really bring in strength within yourself. You really bring strength into your life. And then we have family right here with the root chakra. This is family. This is the people that you love, that you care about. This can be, looking at your roots and seeing how important they are, or seeing the world that you have created and cultivated for yourself, seeing the importance there. So this is your root, this is your base, and the base is what you love and those that you have around you. And again, this can simply be your angels and your spirit guides, but the power that you get from them is going to be insurmountable. Is that the right word? Insurmountable. It's going to be invaluable. There's the word for it. And then we have peace. This is the crown chakra. So letting peace become a part of your life. And that's really something that is challenging to embrace, but really something that is absolutely beneficial to embrace. So as you let peace become part of your life, this is why I say, ask yourself, will I remember this 5 years down the road? Will I remember this, in a year from now? And if you say, yes, this is going to be vitally important to me, then of course engage. But if you're going to say, no, this person is just getting on my nerves, or they're not seeing things the same way I am, or something to that effect, step back. Step back and say, this isn't something I need to give my energy to. Because right now, just from the stress of the world, our energy is spread thin. And so now it's time to move forward in peace and in beauty and the connection of your soul. So it's really saying here, as you move forward, as you embrace each day, what brings me peace? What brings me happiness? And you might sit there and say, okay, when all of this chaos is over, I will embrace peace. And what divinity in the world is saying is, no, look at it now. And look at your peace as something vitally important. Even if, you've been furloughed, even if the place that you are right now is not the place that you expected to be at all. And you're looking at things and you're saying, what the heck is going on here? There's this peace that moves you forward. And why is it so important? Because you have the 2 of Cups right here. That's the Minor Arcana Lovers card. But you have the Dolphins. And so the Dolphins in your spirit animal cards, it says this and that are true. So the negativity that you feel within the world is truth. And the positivity that you feel within the world is truth. And it's finding that balance. And it's moving forward in that balance. And that's what you're a student of right now. You're a student of your passion, of your heart's desire, of where you want to be, of, the world changing. And you sitting there and saying, what the heck? Stop. Stop it. Let me get my footing. Let things, kind of go back to a semblance of normalcy. And what you're going to find is that normalcy, that passion, that desire, that purpose, it lives within you. And now you're calling on things that inspire you. You're calling on things that might have seemed important before, but really weren't your focus. Now they're becoming your main focus. You're seeing a shift of ideas, a shift of understanding, a shift of what you love and what you're really paying attention to. And it can also be that you are boiling things down to the essentials, to what you need within your life, and you're decluttering your soul and yourself. And it can be physically decluttering. It can be looking at the house and saying, okay, well, this needs to be conquered and this needs to be conquered. But what you're also doing is when you have clutter within your life, it raises your cortisol levels, which raises your fight or flight mentality. It raises your stress. And that can make you appear older. That can, make you feel older. That can make, your life just seem harder. And so here, when you are addressing these issues and you're looking at them and you're saying, okay, listen, I deserve to move forward in love and in beauty, in peace and in serenity. I deserve to be happy with my life. I do. It is my right as a human being to embrace my happiness, to embrace a purpose. And it can be that purpose leads you to your happiness. You might not know what your happiness is all at once. And so it's little steps, it's little tests, it's little things that can be conquered and overcome that make you not in that fight or flight mode, but make you in a mode of, I'm building a future and a foundation for myself that is extraordinary. And as you're building that future and that foundation, you are going to find with the Tower card, yes, things are tumbling down. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, there is this change coming and it comes at you and it comes for you. And you're like, my goodness, am I moving forward the way that I need to? Are things going the way that I want them to? And you might say, no, they're not. But what you're going to see here with the Tower is change brought to you by divinity. It is change brought to you by your angels and your spirit guides. And they're saying you have to walk through this fire in order to achieve your goals. And the thing is, with you, Leo, you embrace fire. I mean, that's where you live. Challenges, times for your strength to shine through. In disappointments, there is a way that you tend to, fall on your feet, just like a cat. You're represented by the Strength card, which has a lion in it and a woman. So you are that cat that falls on their feet. You are that person that, even in the midst of trials and tribulations, can look as if everything is going right. Things might not be going right internally. Externally, people aren't going to see that. So that's one of the challenges that you have, that your strength, your determination, your focus can make people think that things are easier for you than they actually are. If you need help, do not be afraid to ask for it. Do not be afraid to call on those who love you and who are there for you. And even if it is simply your angels, and you say, I need help, I need inspiration, I need passion, I need beauty in my life, they will bring it. And they will bring it in a way that makes you quiet, that makes you listen, that makes you connect with your soul and yourself. The change is coming. The change is a part of you. It's influencing how you see things, the way you're moving forward, what you're looking for, but it's also bringing you the 10 of Cups. Love, joy, prosperity. It's diving deep into what your heart wants and where you desire being. And as you embrace this love, as you dive deeper, as you move forward in passion, you see that the change that you are going through is the end of a cycle, and everything has its endings. And the new beginning that you are walking towards, that you are embracing, is a part of you. And this new beginning moves you forward in a way that you hadn't anticipated. Now you have the repeat of the number 10, and you have the repeat of the number 2. 2 is communication. All right, there is going to be something here where you're going to say, oh, you have, no other repeats. You have this sense of, you're going to have the sense of they should just know, and that can drive some people up and down the Mississippi. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't know, just tell me. And so here, communication, and a communication of doubts and of fears, of feeling overwhelmed, of, hardships, of pains, of disappointments, those need to be communicated to people that you love, but also to yourself. It can be that you're going to find that you have really intense conversations with you, Leo, and you sit there and you're working things out, you're figuring things out, and as you do so, you're seeing yourself change towards what you love, towards what you desire, towards what's really, really, really important to you. And with the 10 of Pentacles, as you have this repeat of the number 10, what I love is that your repeat of the number 10, of this completion of a cycle, is on the total upswing. It's on the total positive side. You don't have the 10 of Wands, which shows hardships and pains being carried. You don't have the 10 of Swords, which is like betrayal after betrayal after betrayal coming in. You have the 10 of Cups. You have this purity and abundance of heart and of soul moving you towards what you love that lasts for generations. You have the 10 of Pentacles, prosperity that lasts for generations. Right here, the configuration of the Pentacles is in the life tree of Kabbalah. So here, you are moving towards great mysteries that are unfolding for you for prosperity, for bounty, for abundance. And yes, it can seem overwhelming. And yes, you can be like, wow, I'm not ready for this, which is totally cool. If you're not ready for the step that your angels and your spirit guides are offering you, like you're not ready to take it all at once, this is saying take one step at a time. Take one, move forward in one very distinct way at a time. And as you do so, you will see that you are embracing your life purpose. You are embracing these different forms of consciousness that you are awakening within yourself that lead you to prosperity, that lead you to bounty. And as you do so with the Seven of Swords, you're gathering up your knowledge, you're leaving some things behind, and you're moving forward. But you're also going to be very aware of sneakiness. Sneakiness from other people, but also sneakiness within yourself. And I know that's not something we like to talk about. It's kind of like, oh no, I never lie to myself. I'm never sneaky. I always do exactly what I say I'm going to do, for me. And me personally, I find that that's not true. And it's not something we like to say, but sometimes what we don't like to say are the things we have to face in order to reach that prosperity. Because if we were being fully honest with ourselves, and if we were living our full potential, we would already be living there. We would already be contented and at peace with our lives. And so much of our world is about not being. It's about achieving more. It's about buying the newest and the latest thing to show that you have this wealth, to show that you have this power, to show that you have this right to be respected and understood. And here with the Seven of Swords, it's saying, okay, so I know that I'm not going to follow through on this. I'm not going to set myself, and it's really being honest with yourself and saying, I'm not going to set myself up for failure. I'm going to set myself up for the most bountiful, beautiful success that there is. So it doesn't mean planning your day as, I'm going to sit on my couch and eat chips. If you need a day like that, then have one day like that, but don't have it be every day. Okay, because that's where we get into cycles. And then we don't start feeling good about ourselves. And then, we feel overwhelmed and stressed out. And it builds, and it builds until we feel like we're in a pit that's so far deep, we can't get out even if we wanted to. So here with the Seven of Swords, it's like, look at yourself and be honest. It can be creating a schedule. Now, if you're like me, I don't like schedules. I don't like me telling me what to do, which sounds really funny because I should like myself telling me what to do. But that's because in the past, I have made schedules tyrannical. And I have taken myself as like this overlord and said to future me, you will do this. So here it's saying, be kind to yourself and say, I'm going to be more satisfied with my life than I was the day before. And how am I going to do that? How am I going to embrace that? How am I going to make that possible? And then you could just do one thing every single day to move you towards that path. That takes the sneakiness away from yourself. It has you gathering up the swords of knowledge, has you leaving behind things that you know, like you know this about yourself, or you understand that focusing on this and not that will lead you down a path that you don't want to go. So here, with the Seven of Swords, it's like pick your battles, pick your knowledge, and then be truthful with yourself. Because as you do so, you embrace prosperity, abundance, and that moves you towards at your heart. You see yourself as a student. You see yourself as a constant learner, which is spectacular. That is the way I really feel that we all should see ourselves, as people who are constantly learning, who are constantly evolving, who are constantly moving forward and transforming. But as you make this shift, okay, the world starts to see you as a king. The world starts to see you as this powerful, prosperous person. Now, again, you might not see this yourself, and that's totally cool. A lot of times when we are on our greatest journeys, when we are moving forward in the greatest way possible, we don't see it. We sit there and we look at ourselves and we, call ourselves names, and we sit there and say, wow, how could I have been so assured of things 5 years ago? And now I have so many questions. My surety is taken away. And that's because you evolve in wisdom. What you once thought was absolute knowledge, you find that there is nothing absolute about it. You find that you have tremendous more questions, tremendous more understanding for which to lead you towards, for which to move towards. And as you do so, you have the salamander right here, right? And the salamander is beautiful because in alchemy, it is a sign of transformation. And so here you are transformed. You are transformed from the student to the king, from the... Does this also have a salamander? Yeah, it does. Oh, that's so cool. And it also, oh my gosh, look at that. I just noticed this. They're standing in the same spot. So this is you as a child, wand holding the same, hand holding the same wand, in the same hand. So here, this is you. This is your development. This is what you see yourself as. And so you could always see yourself as your child self, as you defined yourself as a child. Here, this is you grown. This is you moving from constant discovery to, or that innocent discovery of youth, to the assurity and the wisdom of maturity. And these are the two aspects of you coming together. And as they come together, you embrace this power. You move forward in this truth, and you defend where it is that you need to stand, because you have been reborn, and you will be constantly reborn within your truth. They say every 7 years we shed a skin and we become a new person. Or, well, not become a new person, but we shed a skin. So it's like you are a new person. And that's what I see here. It's like, embrace this new you, embrace this new passion. Embrace the innocence of discovery with the passion of wisdom. And what's going to happen is you change your mind, you change your whole entire life. You take control of it. And you sit there and you say, this is me. Now here, she's mourning something. Now you have behind her a lily, which represents purity. It represents, purity and majesty. There we go. And as you are embracing, it's purity of the heart and majesty of the soul. It's having the right to rule your own life. And there's something that you're mourning here with these cups turned upside down. It's like, I don't have this right. I've made mistakes. Well, who hasn't? Who hasn't? And that's the thing that we do to ourselves. It's kind of like, I can only listen to myself if I'm perfect. But nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. And if we strive for perfection, or we strive to make ourselves feel as if we are perfect, as if nothing is wrong, then we strive for a lie. And that's going to be something that you can't abide. It's right here in the Seven of Swords. You can't abide a lie. A lie that you say to yourself, a lie that other people say to you. You want the truth that moves you towards prosperity and power. You want the truth that cultivates and changes your reality, that has you moving forward in the Two of Cups, in the Minor Arcana Lovers card, which is right here. But there's something emotionally when you're not listening to yourself that makes you deny yourself the Two of Cups. That makes you sit there and say, I can't have this. Why? I'm not worthy. Why aren't you worthy? The first thing that comes into your head is what your subconscious thinks. Why aren't you worthy? Why is greatness and beauty and prosperity for somebody else but not you? Why is happiness for somebody else but not you? Because here with the Eight of Cups, you're walking away from something you once thought you would love. And you're finding that your emotional consciousness has changed. What is important to you wasn't what was important to you maybe a year ago, maybe 6 months ago. You're looking at things, and I don't see this as it was that long ago, but the shift in you is amazing. The shift in your power, the shift in your understanding, the shift in your ability to say, I am walking away because this is holding me back. And it can just simply be a mindset. It can be also leaving a bad relationship. It can be leaving a bad career. This pandemic has put a lot of things into perspective and has brought a lot to the surface. How are you changing your path, your life? What are you moving forward towards? Because what I have here is that you're being super open and honest with yourself, and you're moving towards your inner wisdom. You're moving towards this inner power of this veil being lifted from your eyes, and you seeing with the power of the moon behind you. Okay, and why is this important? Because we fear the darkness. Why do we fear the darkness? I mean, I always ask myself that, why do we fear the darkness? It's because we're sight hunters. We are an apex predator. We are. We hunt with sight, and we can take down, huge game. That's how our ancestors survived. That's what we're really good at. We're good at seeing and, putting things into place. But in the nighttime, you can't see. And the shadows become monsters. And the fear builds. Because your one skill that made you so far above everybody else is taken away. And here, there is some sort of skill that was taken away that you are reclaiming. And with the pomegranate, what I love about this is she really makes me think of Persephone in Greek mythology. And Persephone stayed half the year in darkness, in the underworld, in Hades, and half the year with her mother, Demeter, on earth. So she got spring and summer with her mother. She got winter and fall with her husband. And that was because she ate one pomegranate seed, that she got stuck in the underworld. And so here, it's kind of like through one choice, it changes our whole entire existence. It changes the whole entire way we see ourselves. And it can seem so small, but it's so powerful. And you're moving forward in truth and in balance, in understanding and in purpose of soul. The veil is being lifted from your eyes. You are seeing things so much more clearly. And you're also seeing the little nuances of things that make the biggest difference. And as you see this, and as you embrace this, and as you understand this, and as you move forward in a greater mystery than what you had ever thought life was, and as you listen to Spirit, because the High Priestess, my goodness, she listens. She listens, and with this line right here, you have chaos that has changed you, and now you're listening, and you're moving towards love. You're moving towards brilliance. You're moving towards joy, and that leads you to the Ten of Cups. That leads you to a happiness that lasts your life, because you are making the changes to embrace that happiness and to have that happiness be a part of your soul and yourself. And as you do so, your subconscious message is the Fool. You start a new journey, and you might think, oh my God, I'm being so foolish. Oh my gosh, what am I even thinking about? I wouldn't possibly, how do I? The Fool is the hero's journey. The Fool is the start of it. You are starting one foot in front of the other to move forward, to start your journey, to be the hero of your life, to be the main character of your tale. You already are. Now you're looking at infinite possibilities. You're looking at infinite power. You start, and you have the white rose here. That sense of purity, of love, and you have the zodiac signs all around you. It's like, now I'm moving forward, and I'm moving forward for the rest of my life. Like, for each zodiac sign, I am embracing a new journey. I am embracing a new way, because each zodiac sign represents a different stage of the year. And as you are embracing your hero's tale, as you're walking through the portal of darkness into the understanding of your soul, into the passion of yourself, you then focus on the star soul chakra, which is located 6 inches above the crown chakra. And this says here, angels and masters. I like to see it as angels and the divine. So your angels and the divine are with you, guiding you, protecting you. Your angels have their wings cocooned around you. You are protected, Leo. Go after what is rightfully yours. Go after the passion of your power, the beauty of your purpose. And as you do so, you're embracing the subconscious message of the dolphin spirit. This and that are true, which came up right here in the Two of Cups. You're going to see, and that's what's leading you to peace. 2 sides of a coin, 2 ways things can move forward. It's kind of seeing like nothing has to be written in stone. And as you embrace the fact that this and that are true, you embrace the purpose of your journey and the power of your soul. All right, Leo, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy your way, and I'm hoping that all of you are staying safe. I love you all. Bye.